like they say like we review the trial court's dis dispositional finding of fact to determine whether they are supported by the. That's how you start looking for what did the court want to know, not just what they talked about in their order or in their analysis. What was the question before the court? And don't read it for what you want to find. Read it for what's in there, which is what I just did when I looked at this case. I said, this is not the kind of case we want. I think we might have to ask yours the same question. And I guess I should have asked all y'all. There's no question about paternity, right?
That's correct.
Okay, so as long as there's no question of paternity, then you may have that. But let's go. Damn, where we at again? North Carolina and New York, because this is where you want to start getting into, and because what they're assuming is that you don't have any rights, or they're almost acting the husband or the mother, which I see. Okay, that's not. Oh, there you go. North Carolina, you said that Conley. Can you see that?
Yeah,
Okay.
I can see it.
Check your. You saw that. Now that would be where that may be where your battles all begin. Y'all got that? So once you
Absolutely.
parent, you're the parent. And I'm sure I don't know if you all know about Stanley versus Illinois, a parent, whether married, single, or divorced. Parenting is parenting. Now, as we start moving into the issue of child support, what were the merits of the case? And real quick, Dale, about how much RAM would you need to run my restream? I have 32 on my computers, on my laptops. They all have at least 32. What's the minimal amount of RAM would you suggest for a PC to have in order to run multiple, like, because I have like a bunch of platforms, but what would you suggest, generally
I
speaking?
would, yeah, I would go with like the 34. Like, is it 34, 32 do you have on your laptops?
Yeah, 32.
Yeah, I would go with that. Um, definitely more, is it there's 2 8, so definitely 16 at the minimum. Megabytes at the minimum.
Okay. All right. Appreciate that. So we can get rid of all this choppiness and then I can do everything from one screen. Like I could do it from my laptop, but I like my laptop only has one screen attached to it. I've gotten kind of spoiled with these multiple monitors. Um,
Yeah, once you get a docking station, you could just put your and you connect all those monitors to the docking station. You could just connect it to your laptop.
oh, okay.
So so that might actually be a better route for you to go to get that docking station situation set up, and then you could just put your laptop on it that already has 32 gigs on it.
Cool. As it also saves some money too. All right.
Yep.
Cool. I appreciate you, bro.
Hey, Dawes, I want to
Sir.
uh, I made a mistake. So the paternity was still an issue in North Carolina. That's the child I have in Maryland. Her mom filed in North Carolina, but we don't have any paternity established. But I have a default order judgment against me in that case. But paternity still is at question as far as I know.
Paternity. So then if there's a default without the paternity, we have to find out what this is what that is. It's not gonna- what I think would happen is you might want to, well, somebody just sent me something. Set aside the old, you want to set aside the default if possible. State the reasons why you want the default set aside, and then get into the merits of your case. And actually, first of all, you want to establish if you want to determine if there's paternity, right? You want that established, right? And for
I
the
really do. At first, I was, I was kind of dodging it because of the whatever issues, but I do want to establish it at some point, just so I can know for sure.
I don't get into that with people. That's everybody's personal business. But what I would definitely tell people to do is make sure you know what you want to do, because once you decide that you're the father, you want to be the father, then everything moves forward from there. So I would tell people to be real careful about taking anything for granted. And I'm not trying to say anything disparaging against the mothers or what have you. But I would just be real cautious with that. And then move with it from there. Are there any questions? And for those of you all who are on the child support basics YouTube page, if you have a question, you can sit inside the chat room. I think I should be able to see it on my restream. And I see from Kung Fu Wu what's going on. But you're not inside the Zoom, but the Zoom link should have been on there. If there's any other questions, guys, we can get to the questioning part as well. Everybody here good?
Yeah, I'm good. I got a question. So, I had tried to get the docket online the other day. So I called the clerk's office. They said that here in Virginia they don't post any of it online. So I got the petition already. I got the order.